I'm back. So, long and short of it is, I'm now trying to get out of manual labor. My joints and my back and my shoulder and my neck and everything just can't really handle it at the moment now. Maybe it's a situation where I just need a few years to sort of heal up and I could get back into it, or something like that. But the fact is, I think I would have a hard time passing a physical assessment right now. I limp a lot now. I haven't had to walk with a cane in about a year, excuse me, or so. But there have been one or two times that I've been very close. This last gout flare-up that I'm still getting over, I kind of wish I had my cane a couple of times. It was very loud in McDonald's. So, I'm trying to essentially get back into customer service or working at home or call centers. And I'm applying for a lot of those jobs right now. In part because I've sort of decided that I just don't really care for working in general. I'm just one of those people who doesn't like, I know a lot of people take pride in their jobs and everything like that. I just, I'm not exactly one of those people. I go and do a job because I need the funds from doing it, and, that's the economics of the situation. I've not really very often been able to talk myself into being proud of what I do just so I can get this artificial idea in my head that I love working. For a while it was okay, but just lately, and again, it could just be burnout on the manual labor thing. I might change my tune a little when I get back into customer service or what have you. And I do realize that, I am going to have to keep up an exercise regimen and stuff like that. It's very easy to get sedentary and overeat and stuff like that with one of those jobs. I've already started overeating. I'm pretty heavy right now. So, there is all that. I also tend to think another thing that might be burning me out on working is working graveyard shifts. I've tended to work a lot of graveyard shifts in my life. The RMH was a graveyard shift. Dish Network wasn't open all night, but I worked the latest shift often, usually until midnight. ACT, the Bank of America thing, that was graveyard. And then GE Capital Credit was during the day, so that was actually not too bad. I started at 8 and left it at 5, and that wasn't too bad. It left a lot of time in the day to kind of get some things done. Working graveyard, you usually make a little bit more. You might make like $1,400 more a year or something like that. But, sometimes things aren't all about money. I've kind of come to find that I want to make enough dough to sort of maybe put a little bit aside to get a few things, and be more or less okay. But I'm just not the kind of dude who is going to toil away endlessly anymore, and like not spend any time with my wife. And I didn't just get married not to see her, so it is what it is. That's just the way I feel right now, in the moment. I realize a lot of you might be cringing at this, but I think more people feel this way than would really let on a lot of the time. I remember times. I mean, I'm going to be 41 in June, and I remember times in this country where jobs were pretty fair and everything like that. Now with like people kind of having children indiscriminately and stuff, and everything being overpopulated, there's just almost not enough jobs to go around. And when you do find a job, it's literally like slavery. You never get. I mean, I don't necessarily need weekends off. I mean, my wife doesn't have weekends off, but I'd like my 2 or 3 days off to be together. I'd like my schedule to be consistent, and not be all over the map. It's very hard to work under conditions like that. If your home life is important to you. Now, some single guy in his 20s who, has nothing to lose by like working a whole lot. People who owe a lot of alimony or child support, I get that. But, I've tried to make my living. You guys know we live in a travel trailer right now. I've tried to make my living very concise so that I don't have to, bust my ass more than I'm willing to be able to pay my bills and everything. So that's kind of where I am with things right now. I'm trying to transition back to a desk type career. Not necessarily under a headset, although I would do that. I wouldn't mind doing some office type clerical work either. But that's the plan right now. I'm not going to make this second video too long. I'm going to go ahead and let that go there. Anyway, goemonronin, signing off. Have a good one.